The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by All Pro Roofing. AllProRoofingLLC.com on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Controversy.
It's a controversial program we have today.
You owe me an apology. You basically called me a liar.
Fraud.
I call you a liar about every day.
Yeah, that's true. And you're wrong. That makes you a liar. So, what a tangled web.
I said I had a heck of a day.
Speaking of liars, man, look, this is not this isn't a statement on vaccination. That's your choice, whatever. And in fact, that's your business.
Mm-hmm.
But it's no longer your business when you present yourself as a member of the National Football League, as a quarterback, as the most important player on your team, and you tell the media as the whole team is getting together to approach the season under the tightness of the COVID protocols that includes the difference between vaccinated and unvaccinated players. And when you stand up there and tell everyone you are vaccinated, you can't 8 weeks later test positive for COVID, and oh, by the way, that was a lie.
In his mind, he was vaccinated.
That's just a fraud.
He did some sort of concoction, didn't he, Beef? Is that what he did?
Yeah, that's not vaccination. That's a fraud.
He said, quote, I'm immunized.
Yeah.
And it comes to find out he got some kind of homeopathic remedy.
That's got to
His
become
girl Shailene probably went out and picked
there
some
you
wild
go.
mushrooms for him.
That's a good idea. Let's
You rub some mud on it?
Let's bring
Like some kind of-
Hollywood into the equation.
Like some
That'll
kind of
work.
forest nymph.
Again, I don't have whether or not you're vaccinated, and you can play in the NFL and not be vaccinated. There are plenty of players who've carried, the crimson letter of unvaccinated.
I guess
Cole Beasley.
I guess when they wear their masks at press conferences, that means they're
unvaccinated. That's correct.
Yeah.
And so that's what Aaron Rodgers should have been doing all along.
And
but
he wasn't.
And so
I think the Halloween party may have been on the Packer premises.
well, the Packers are going to
I didn't
pay.
see John Wick in a mask.
I think the heaviest fine to this point was like $500,000 against the Saints last year.
Yeah.
For some violations. The Packers probably going to get hit with about a $5 million fine. I mean, that is just egregious.
Well, I think the question is how do the Packers? I said this in downtime. How do the Packers handle it now? Because this is a tough spot because they want to keep Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers, everything has been going hunky-dory for these guys. And
what are you going to do? What are you supposed to do? I don't know how you can have his back.
Come back, go, that was all our fault. This was our fault. We'll take care of it. What do you need?
No, but here's the problem with that. That's a lie because we already know that Aaron Rodgers appealed before the NFL to be an unvaccinated, immunized player. What a joke. This guy thinks he can go eat nuts and berries and twigs, and that counts as a vaccination?
Yes.
That's Shailene Woodley, 1,000%. Beef nailed it. You've now allowed Hollywood to completely take over your quarterback's brain. I mean, just dumb. And you know what else?
What?
The reality of it is now you go play Kansas City without your best player, and what a break for the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Huge.
I started today, I felt like the NFL Today music should be replaced with the theme from Days of Our Lives. I mean, it's like a soap opera around the NFL yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You had all my children up there in Pennsylvania or in Cleveland.
It's time for Jordan Love to Wally Pipp this
Right.
guy.
I mean, what grade are you in, OBJ? And, hey, Dad, did you not follow the LeVar Ball story? How'd that go?
Good for Baker, how he handled that.
Yeah.
Good comments. He was asked about senior, OBJ senior. So he's not J, it's OB senior, OBS. And he said, no, I ain't hurt. I'm surprised.
Right.
Yeah, he goes, I've had talks with him man-to-man. Which, by the way, why do I have to have talks with Daddy man-to-man?
Well, by the way,
we're professionals
No, here's
now.
what happened. You thought you were having talks man-to-man. You were having talks man-to-child because a teenager makes up a social media post and puts it out there.
Yeah.
You're not in 10th grade. Odell Beckham Jr., by the way, sucks.
Right.
He can't help anyone. I don't know what film. And I said this before. Every level of football, from here to Alaska, a parent or a supporter could go to a game. I could go to a Bucks game, and I could film little Scotty Miller for an hour and find 4 times where he was open and Tom didn't throw it to him.
Well, that's a
this
fact.
reeks. Odell Beckham Jr. has been stealing in the NFL since he signed a big deal with the Giants. He hasn't been anything near a top receiver in 4 or 5 years.
I think that Odell Beckham Jr. is a case study and a guy, and again, I don't know this, and injuries played a part, but it's a case study to me of a guy who was extremely talented, but maybe
immature,
didn't put in didn't remain a professional and put in the necessary work to stay at the elite level.
And I don't have a problem with doing Dancing with the Stars or commercials. A lot of them do, but I do have a problem with laying in a hotel room bed in Paris, smoking a blunt. What was it, beef? Something to that effect. I do have a problem with right after in between
Bahamas
playoff
trip.
games, you're shirtless with all the boys instead of getting ready.
I mean, it's all. I mean, he was a superstar for 3 years, and he had the catch. He had the catch.
Yeah.
And started a whole like trend. Like sometimes guys would try to do that just to do it when they didn't have to do it. But that's
Now a lot of people do it.
Right.
It's very popular to go up and make that
yeah,
one-handed grab.
but he started that.
Yeah, he did.
And so he'll
Probably one of the more memorable catches in NFL history.
Oh gosh, he'll
because
have a
it was the
place-
first.
Yeah, and he went 91 his rookie year, 96, and then 101, and he was double-digit touchdowns, and then he got hurt. Okay, it happens. And then he came back, and he probably wasn't quite the same. 77 for 1,000 yards. Then he went to Cleveland, and he went 74 for 1,000 his first year, and then since then it's been injuries and such, and now he's just so. He's 29. I mean, it goes fast, man. 29 and beat up. Maybe the body doesn't do what it used to do. I don't know, but he is what he is at this point. But what a perfect situation for him. Why?
Well, because this is the obvious, I can't play anymore. Let me blame everyone else before I go off and live my TMZ lifestyle, right? Odell Beckham Jr. is marketable. I wouldn't be surprised
Well, there's business.
if he wasn't in a movie
involved.
at one point.
There's business involved here, too, though. I mean, it's like, because, I mean, look, he still wants to make money, and his contract is quickly evaporating, and, and he's not getting the ball, so the best thing to do is to try to get out of there. But where's he going to go? They probably tried to trade him, obviously, if the day after the trade deadline, the coach of the team basically tells his team he's not a member of our team anymore and then tells him to stay home. And, from the Browns standpoint, you got to make a decision. Do I go with quarterback or receiver? Well, for now, we're going with the quarterback because we're in the middle of a season, and we need this kid a lot more than we need you, OBJ.
Okay, refresh my memory. You've got his stats pulled up, right?
Yes.
The Browns last year had a good year, didn't they?
Yes.
Didn't they beat the Steelers back-to-back and
yes.
Advance in the playoffs? They went and gave Kansas City all they wanted, didn't they? Mm-hmm. How many catches Odell Beckham have in 2020?
In 7 games, he had 23 catches.
Yeah, there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah.
Played 16 games. He caught 23 balls.
No, he played 7 games.
7 games. He caught 23 balls. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying it's a 16-game season, so in 16 games he caught 23 balls. That's 1.5 a game.
Yeah.
That's Oshag Hennessy.
Oh, dear.
Production.
That's a oh, dear.
So
Odell
Beckham, you know how toxic Odell is when they say, you know what, we couldn't trade you, never mind, stay home.
Yeah.
And I imagine they'll figure out how they can save as much of the money that he's stolen as they can. He's just, I mean, it's just so, I can't imagine. Can you imagine your father when you were a grown man doing anything?
No.
That's just so silly. And so if I'm the Browns, get this guy out of here fast.
Listen,
I'd rather have anyone.
Listen, you love your kid. I mean,
That's not how you do it.
I think like Tom Brady Sr., though. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Tom Brady Sr.? Every now and then he pops off and says some things that he shouldn't say, right?
Yeah, but
but
isn't
not
it
to
usually
that
like
level.
braggadocio, though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not that level.
Yeah.
It's not coming at teammates. And
No.
It's like, my
Well,
kid's
it's
the
coming
best,
at
and he
Bill.
doesn't get enough respect after he left.
Yeah. Senior, I saw what you said about me. By the way, I saw a preview. Did you guys see the preview yet for what is the Brady documentary coming out? Or
Yeah, it's the arena.
the arena?
Yeah, because they do it off of the Vince Lombardi.
Is it like
The man steps into
Man
the
in
arena,
the
yada
arena.
yada.
what's it? How many parts is it? And where is it going to be televised?
I thought it
looks-
was on the other day. Was that just a preview?
It was like a preview, I think.
Yeah,
it
it's-
looks terrific. And it
Tom
looks-
Brady, Man in the Arena.
You know what it looks like, Beef? It looks like Jordan's thing
It's coming this month.
this month.
This month on the ESPN platforms.
Is it on ESPN or do I got to go to Plus? What do I got to do?
Will premiere in November of this year on ESPN Plus.
Okay. And how many parts is it?
I don't know.
No one knows.
Scholars maintain.
Yes.
I have a over-under question for you.
Okay.
What does the Jaguar Stadium hold on game day? 66,000?
Yeah.
67,000.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm going to put the over-under,
November 16th, Dan.
Thank you, Fred.
the over-under on Bills Mafia in the stadium,
Yeah.
in a seat at 30,000. Over or under?
Under.
Okay.
But it'll be I said 10 to 15. But
I play over that.
okay.
Here's why.
Mhm.
It's so easy
Yeah.
to infiltrate.
Oh yeah.
You can go on StubHub right now. I could have 40 Bills buddies. We could be sitting in Schenectady right now on a lark. Say, hey, let's see what's available at the Jags
Let's
game.
drive.
And I can go right now
Let's leave Friday.
and buy 10 together
Yeah.
for a great price and enjoy a
Yeah.
sun-splashed
weekend.
And they
might not be the best
I
weekend.
get this. Here's why I think it'll be. That's why I think it can be more.
Uh-huh.
I think it'll be more for a few reasons. One, they're playing really good, but I get the sense at some of these stadiums that they overtake.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason there's not more Bills fans is because there was no more seats for them to buy. In
Oh.
other words, they'll go on the road and play a team like the Steelers, whoever.
Right.
And if there's a seat left, then a Bills fan will buy it. Well, down here, buddy, that's over half the stadium is available.
Yeah.
So I just wonder. I'll tell you this. Let me give you another, for instance. We're going to do the show live from Tailgaters at 8 to 10 on Sunday morning.
We jumping off tables?
Which jersey? Now, this won't necessarily affect the stadium attendance, but it does speak to the passion of the fan base because when we get there at 8 o'clock, as opposed to some NFL markets, it's a ghost town.
What was the first week? Yeah.
There's a few, but we're not up
It's
and
not-
going.
yeah, it's not.
Grills aren't
Right,
firing.
right.
Bloody Marys. And,
Right.
More when we arrive at 8 a.m. at Tailgaters, if it opens at 8, it may open at 9.
Yeah.
Are there going to be more Bills fans and jerseys in that parking lot or Jack? Maybe not at the end of the afternoon, perhaps, but to speak to the passion and the excitement for game day,
Yeah.
what will we see more of?
Jags.
Okay, good. You made me feel better of those answers because I was concerned about both.
Yeah. No. We'll be all right.
We just asked the Mafia, by the way. Y'all just clean up after yourselves. It's all good. We
Mafia
get
can
it.
have fun.
We get it, man. You guys have suffered forever. We're the southern version of you guys. We want to be good. We're blue collar. We're hoping that Trevor Lawrence can beat Josh Allen. So, I mean, have your fun. Jump on your tables. No reason to punch any of the opposing fans. We're nice people here. No reason to have 2 beers too many and get into a fight with Randy from the beaches.
Look, there's a few that are punchable.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. We get it. There's some of ours we want to punch too, but we ask you to come enjoy the city of Jacksonville. Enjoy Florida. If we pull the upset, you take it like a man and just clean up after yourself. That's all.
That's all we're asking.
We're already having trash collection issues here in Jacksonville. We don't need your mountain of debris.
I'm glad you bring that up. Real quick question here. Somebody told me, and I need someone who knows to either hit us on the text line driven by Lifetime Enclosures or call in real quick. But I've been taking my recyclables to our recyclable drop-off.
Okay.
And my sister's huge into recycling. She works at Auburn, and she's in charge of the schools. So I always tell her, out of homage to you, I will continue to recycle, despite the fact that the city no longer picks up my recyclables.
All right. What's your question? I still take my recycling to the curb.
Now they're telling me that
They're not actually putting it in a recyclable
that's
program. They're just
that's
putting it in
going
the
to
trash.
the trash.
Well, then
Is that the case?
I don't know the
Jacksonville?
answer to that, but
Duval County, I need to know.
I can call.
Am I wasting my time taking my yellow bin, putting it in the truck, driving it down there, taking it out of the truck, and emptying it into what I thought was going to go to be recycled and might, in fact, just be going to the trash, which would be very sad. But I just want to know, is that the case, Duval County? I need to know. I need some answers because it's going to affect my planning going forward.
Well, I'm sure some will come in. So anyway, that's going to do it for the 10-minute drill.
That's it?
That is. I mean, we've filled the.
Doc Murphy coming up?
Yeah, we're going to go inside the injury report.
That's the rumor.
Beef, what are we giving away today?
We're going to the Hotel California.
That's right.
Nice.
Life of the Fast Lane.
Okay.
We've got a pair of tickets for Classic Albums Live coming up Saturday, November 20th at the Florida Theater doing the music of the Eagles.
It's not a long run.
You can call Beef right now, caller number 3, and you can be eating breakfast and it won't matter. There'll be no, there'll be no disrespect towards you. If you eat breakfast, do whatever you want if you're calling to get those tickets right now. And also,
what if you're headed to Winslow, Arizona?
Hey,
what a fine sight to see. We have a speed trap in play right now, 95 North at 9B. So pay attention to that as well. Speed trap early this morning, 95 North at 9B. Doc Evan Murphy is next on the drill.